The next day, Tom went to his Uncle Dean's office. Mr. Dean worked for Guest and Company in St. Ogg's. "Uncle, please give me a job," Tom said. "How old are you, Tom?" Mr. Dean asked. 16, nearly 17, Tom replied. "You had a good education," said Mr. Dean, "but Latin will not help you here." "I can learn other things," said Tom. "I will give you a job in the office," said Mr. Dean, "but you must work hard." "Thank you, Uncle," Tom said. He shook hands with his uncle and he left the office. Outside the office, he saw a notice on the wall. The notice said, "To be sold, Dorlcote Mill, with house, land and furniture." Mr. Tulliver was very ill. He stayed in his bed for 2 months. On a cold day in January, he came into the dining room. "Where is the furniture?" Mr. Tulliver asked. "Wakem's men took it," Maggie said. "They sold it. But here is your chair. Sit down, Father." "Then I have lost everything," Mr. Tulliver said. "Yes, Father," Tom replied. "And we must pay Wakem £300 more. But I have a job. I will save my money. I will pay Wakem." "We will look after you, Father," Maggie said. Mrs. Tulliver began to cry. "Lawyer Wakem has bought the mill and the house," she said. "So we must leave the mill, Bessie," Mr. Tulliver replied sadly. "No," said Mrs. Tulliver. "You will work for Wakem. You will be the miller. We will stay here." At first, Mr. Tulliver did not reply. Then he spoke. "Tom, get the Bible," he said. "Yes, Father," said Tom. He brought the Bible to his father. "Write this," said Mr. Tulliver. "Edward Tulliver will work for Lawyer Wakem at Dorlcote Mill. But he will never forgive Wakem. He will always hate him." "Then write this, Tom," said Mr. Tulliver. "Tom Tulliver will never forgive Lawyer Wakem. He will always hate Wakem and his family." "Then write your name." "Oh, no, Tom," said Maggie. "Do not write that." "Be quiet, Maggie," Tom said. "I want to write it. I will write it.